Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the horror bar. So today I'm going to be opening this piece. I've had it for a long time, since I was a teenager, so it's good over 20 years. And the reason I'm opening it now, because originally I was never going to open this piece, but I decided to open it now because there's just nowhere to put it at the moment. It's just stuck on the ground, and I want to put it on the shelf next to the American Werewolf in London by Necker. So this is why I'm opening it up. The reason why I never opened it up after all this time, because you can pretty much see everything in this through the plastic and everything, how it looks and that, and obviously the extras and stuff you get with it. So that's why I never felt the need to open it. But now I think it's coming that time where I think I do need to open it and then stick it on the shelf next to the American Werewolf in London. So you can see it's never been opened. You can see on the back different things to do as well, but obviously this is old now, so you got different head sculpts. So this is the one what comes with this one. So yeah, let's get it. Let's get it up. I'm a bit nervous to open this one, to be fair, because I've had it for that long and I've not opened it. But we're gonna do that today. So let's get into it. Right, so I managed to get it all open. We want the easiest packaging to open. I was trying to do it well, gently as possible, basically, so I didn't damage the box too much. But it didn't really work out, so I've just had to shut the box away. So eventually, when I had to put this away with all the rest of the stuff, I just had to be more careful with it, and it won't, obviously can't go back in its box anymore. But I'm glad that I have opened it now. I wasn't too sure. Because obviously I've had it for a long time and it's been sealed, but I'm glad I've opened it now because I feel like I can appreciate it more now. Now the detail and the paintwork in it is really good. Now there isn't much movement in it, and like the first thing I noticed moving this piece about is this shoulder here feels like it could easily just pop out of place. It's really loose here, so you just have to push it back up basically. But it's got some decent movement. It can move his arms right round, and this one moves as well. Also, they come pretty far out as well. Come on, about there. So that's pretty good. There's no bend in the elbow though, because obviously this is an older piece. There is you can swivel it though, and same for the hand as well. The hand does swivel. So it does come off the base as well, so you can take it off there, but there's no bend in the knees. But we'll do some close-ups on it now, and we can check out the detail in it, because I think the detail is really good. We'll just take it off the base to make it easier. So I'll just lay him on the table. So the head sculpt on it is really good. Paintwork is really nicely done, and this eye this eye anyway looks really good. It's just this eye doesn't look as good. It seems like they've gone a bit too, like the black is gone a bit too big, where his pupil is. It's sort of covering up the rest of his eye of the yellow, like it is on this side. But it looks good, and the teeth and everything are nicely painted. As I say, the sculpt and everything is really good for the ear. I mean, because it's got the ear on the bottom of the base, and it's saying it's 2005, so it is a really old piece, and it's really in really good paintwork for the age that it is. The detail and the sculpt and everything on the uniform is really good. As I said, this elbow joint is a bit wobbly, but apart from that, the clothing, the colour of it is really nicely done. Even the gloves are nicely sculpted. It's on the back as well. Now you can see there's no bend in the knee. I don't think no, there's no movement out in his feet either. But the shoes and everything, well, the boots and everything look really, really good. You can see that's where the peg joints are for the base that it's stood on. Yeah, it looks really, really good. It's quite surprising, really, when you look back at some of these older pieces, that the sculpts and the paintwork, what went in them, are just really, really good for the age that they are. Now, it does come with little extras. So, we're running the actual base itself first. So, it comes with this base. And the base looks really, really good. It's coming up on the camera anyway, really bright orange, but it's not as bright as it is coming up on there. Same for the floor. The floor's coming up really bright on the camera, but it's not as bright in person. But yeah, they've done a really, really good job with the sculpting of the fake fire and everything, and the wood boards and the brickwork at the back as well. It's really nicely done. There's a bit of bleed there on the paint that's just come off the bricks onto the wood, but nothing too bad. I'm tempted to go in and repaint these boards. I know I could make them look even better than they are. I'll probably leave it for now, but it does look good. And as I say, that's just the bottom of it. And you can see the year and everything of it. So yeah, that's the base for it and the stand. And he stands on it really good, and it looks good. Looks really, really good, really impressive. This camera won't stay in focus for some reason. So we'll bring in the other pieces, what he gets with it. So he gets a little knife, little dagger, which looks really good. Nicely painted. You can even see the little rivets on the handle. See if it fits in his hand alright. Yep, fits in his hand perfect. Looks really good in his hand. And he comes with an extra head sculpt. Again, this is a really, really good one. Really nicely painted, detail and everything. Eyes look really good on this one. So we'll pop this head sculpt on now and see how this one looks. So that's how it looks with the other head sculpt. So it does look good. The only issue with this one, obviously it looks perfectly fine when you're looking at it straight on, but once you lift his head up so far, you can see his neck, and it don't look very good. It looks like he's wearing just basically wearing a mask. The fact that you can see there his neck and everything, and obviously it's not following the same sort of colour and everything and look, so you'd have to have his head pointing look down, and it'll cover the neck up. But it looks good. I probably would prefer this one over that one. We'll just show this one how this one looks close up. So yeah, I prefer this one. So I'll change it up now and again, but yeah, this is probably the better head sculpt. It's the one I remember the most in the movie anyway, because I think this is the first face you see when they're breaking into the house, and I think he gets more camera time, well, in the film anyway, of this look of the character than the other like wolf one. It does look good though. I'm glad that they included it. It would have been nice if they included the other two as well though, but obviously you probably had to buy this one, and then you probably get a different head sculpt with that one. So again, I can't remember when I bought this, to be fair. Obviously I bought it when I was younger, but I can't remember if there was different choices around. I'm not too sure, but there probably was, and this is probably the version that I wanted at the time. If I could go back, I'd probably get the other version, the one with the helmet on anyway, and this one what I've just showed you. Right, so what we'll do now, we'll bring in the Necker wolf in now, and we'll see how that looks with this one, because I'm pretty sure that the Necker wolf is going to look really, really big to this piece, because it's not the biggest piece. It's about average size though for Necker figures, but the cloth ones are bigger than this one, so it's like average size for the plastic ones. But obviously the Kessler Wolf is really, really big, so we'll bring that in now anyway and we'll have a look. Right, so I don't know if you can see that. You can see it's a big difference in size. I mean, it's a really, really big difference. I mean, look at the size of the actual body on the Kessler Wolf. But they're going to look good on the shelf together. It's crazy how big this one is and how good it is. Such good quality, this one. I think I might have to go back and look at this one again at some point, because it is a really, really good piece, this one. Don't get enough love on the shelf. I do look at it a lot, but I don't appreciate it enough like I did when I first got it. I loved it, and then obviously other pieces started coming into the collection, and it sort of, I stopped losing. I didn't lose interest in it. I just I didn't look at it as much as I like to. But looking at it now, it really is an amazing figure, this one by Necker. Such a big piece. See if we can get him sort of standing up next to him. I did have him standing up on the shelf at one point, but he fell over and it snapped the little peg in his foot. If you can see it there, the peg snapped in the foot. I need to try and get it out at some point. But you can see how big it is. It's not even fully stood up. Yeah, I had him like that sort of position on the shelf and he looked so good, but it just fell over. I'll have to think of something though to get him up like in that sort of position, because it just looks so good when it's sort of like on his back legs. But yeah, and they both look really good together. I think it does work. Obviously this one's a smaller person, okay, well, a smaller piece because it's like human size. This is supposed to be like human size, but obviously he gets bigger on him because he's turning into a werewolf, so it does make sense. But yeah, they look good together. So overall, I am glad that I opened it. Obviously at the beginning of the video, I wasn't too sure about opening it, but I'm glad that I opened it now, because literally, why I had it before I just had it on the floor just down there, and I didn't want it on the floor. I wanted to put it on the shelf next to this guy, and now I can do that now. And then even maybe later on down the line, maybe build a little diorama and put them both in there. I think that'll look pretty cool. So yeah, overall it's a really, really good piece. So if anyone who's got this and they haven't opened it, you don't need to open it, just watch my video. If you really, really want to open it, then just go ahead and open it. I mean, I kept hold of it unopened for years, and I don't usually do that. I usually open all my stuff because I like them out on display on the shelf, and I don't regret it at all opening this one now, because it just looks so much better on the shelf. But anyway, tell me what you think anyway of this piece. I think it is really, really good for the age. The quality, the detail, the paintwork is just absolutely fantastic for the age it is. It's 2005. It's such an old piece now compared to what you get now. And it stands up pretty good next to other ones. It's a shame that I don't have the other one, the Necker one of this one, because I would like to compare them both. But I don't know. Maybe later on down the line I might pick it up. But I'm not too sure. But anyway, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up for us, please. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed. And we'll see you in the next video. So again, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.